If you've spent more than 10 minutes comparing outdoor gas fireplaces, you know the feeling. Every listing promises the same thing: cozy flames, easy setup, no mess, but the prices swing from "I can grab this on the weekend" to "I need to take out a loan." I get it. After digging through the specs and reading what buyers actually say, here's the straight talk on the White Mountain Hearth by Empire Comfort Systems 48-inch vent-free propane fireplace. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This unit is squarely aimed at people who want real flame ambience without the hassle of a full masonry build or a vented chimney. Think backyard movie nights, tailgate parties, or just hanging out on the patio when the temperature drops. The 48-inch width gives you enough visual impact for a small to medium gathering, but it's not so wide that it overwhelms a typical suburban deck. The manual electronic ignition means you push a button and the burner lights, no matches, no fuss. That's the kind of convenience that matters after dark when you're juggling plates and drinks. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Vent-free fireplaces always raise eyebrows because of safety and moisture concerns. Empire lists this as vent-free, so you're getting heat output without ductwork, but that also means the unit pulls oxygen from the space and releases combustion byproducts. In an open outdoor setting, that's usually fine, but if you're tucking this against a wall under a pergola with poor airflow, you could end up with condensation on the ceiling or a stuffy feel. The manual says to keep the area ventilated, so plan your placement accordingly. If your patio is fully enclosed or covered on all four sides, you might want to reconsider or at least crack a side panel. One thing that surprised me is the LED light system. It's not just for ambience, it actually helps you see the burner when the sun goes down, which is handy if you're adjusting the flame manually. The light color is warm white, so it doesn't clash with the fire. It's a small detail, but it's the kind of thing that separates a good enough outdoor heater from one that feels intentional. The push-button ignition is reliable too. I've seen cheaper units where the piezo igniter fails after a season, but Empire uses a solid-state module that's more durable. Setup is straightforward if you're comfortable with basic gas line work. You'll need a 120-volt outlet for the ignition transformer and a dedicated propane line with a shut-off valve. The manual includes a parts list and torque specs, which is more than I can say for some box store brands that assume you already know how to thread a pipe. If you're not comfortable tapping into your gas line, budget for a pro to run a new line and install a quick disconnect fitting. That adds cost, but it's cheaper than guessing and ending up with a leak. Heat output is rated at 40,000 BTU, which is plenty for a 10 by 12 foot area if you're sitting close. It won't replace a whole house furnace, but it's not meant to. The flame pattern is linear, so the heat spreads evenly across the front rather than concentrating in one spot. That's great for seating arrangements where people move around, but it also means the back of the unit stays cool, useful if you plan to set drinks or snacks on the side ledge. Where this unit stumbles is in the details that only show up after a season of use. The burner ports can clog with dust or spider webs if you leave the protective cover off, and the stainless steel mesh screen collects soot faster than you'd expect in an outdoor environment. A quick wipe down every few weeks keeps the flame looking clean, but if you're the type who hates maintenance, factor that in. Also, the remote isn't included, it's an optional add-on, so if you want to adjust the flame from the couch, you'll need to spring for that separately. Who should buy this? If you entertain outdoors regularly and want a permanent-looking fireplace without the cost of a vented system, this is a solid middle ground choice. It's also a good pick if you already have a propane line run to your patio and you're comfortable doing the install yourself. The linear flame looks upscale, and the ignition is genuinely hassle-free. Who should skip it? If your patio is fully enclosed or you live in a humid climate where moisture buildup is a constant issue, a vented unit or even an electric infrared heater might be safer. Also, if you're only using it a handful of times a year, a portable propane fire pit could give you the same effect for less money and zero installation headaches. Bottom line, the White Mountain Hearth gives you a real flame with minimal setup, but it demands a little upkeep and smart placement. If that trade-off fits your lifestyle, it's worth the price. Otherwise, keep.